So far we have done quite a lot with the series type of problem. We have one more problem here related to series. In the last lesson we tried to find the sum of n numbers, multiplication of n numbers. Now we have similar kind of problem. Try to understand this problem and then you can start solving it. We need to find the factorial of n. Now let's say if the user give us the value of n equal 5, so what will be the factorial of this program? You know, in case of factorial, it looks like this. It always start from, let's say, 1, and then it's going to be 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So it needs to be until the nth number. And basically, you are going to find out the multiplication of that, and that's going to be the factorial of this number. Now, you can do it quite a different way. Even you can start from the nth number, and then you can, go the other direction. You can decrement. So you can say 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So either way, the starting and ending, it doesn't matter, because you need to start from 1 to n, or you need to start from n to 1. So it will be always like this. Now we have done this kind of problem already, and I'm sure you can solve this problem. So let's start here. We need to take the user input from the user. So we are going to take a variable called n. And in order to store the result of the entire multiplication, we can create a variable here. Now earlier we have used sum equal 1 because we are finding the multiplication, and that's why we should not use 0. So that's why we need to use 1 here, so that if we multiply with 1 into 1 it will be 1, and then 2 into 1 it will be 2, then 2 into 3 it will be 6. So we are going to multiply with this one. Now I can rename this variable a bit for this program. We're going to say factorial here. Okay, let's create here an instruction for the user. We're going to ask the user, give us the last number. So enter n, and the user will give us n. We need to get that from the user with the help of scanf. Here I'm going to use %d and then %n. All right. Now that we have the variable's value n, we can run a loop from 1 to n number. That's all. It's a very simple one. So we are going to run a loop. Whenever we have any series kind of problem, we already discuss where we are going to start. So here we're going to start from 1, and where we're going to end to the nth number, which is basically the user input. So we are going to say I less than equal n here. And what is the differences between each one of them? So you can see all of them has only one difference, which is basically 1. So that's why we're going to increment by 1. That's all. And now what we want to do in this case, we just want to, multiply with this factorial. Every time with the value of variable I, we want to, multiply with factorial. So here we need to say factorial into I, and then we're going to store that result into the factorial again. This is something we've already discussed in earlier lessons, so this should make more sense. So at the beginning, let's say when we have 1, we are multiplying with 1, and then when we have 2 here, the value of I, it's going to multiply with the last value of factorial, which is 1. So here it will be 1 into 2, and then we're going to store the result inside the factorial again. So the factorial has 2 this time. Again, the value of I will be changed. It will be 3 this time. So factorial is 2 and the value of I is 3. That means 3 into 2, it will be 6, and we're going to store that again back to the factorial variable, and this is how it continues. So in the end, now we can print the result. Let's do that. And here we're going to print the result, %d, and then we are going to use new line and the factorial variable. That's all. That should be all. Now let's compile and run. Let's see whether it does work. Here I'm going to give the n number is 5, and of course the factorial of 5 will be 120. Now we can show something like this. Factorial of 5, or nth number, is something. So this time we're going to print the variable n here and the factorial. 2 things we are going to print. So let me compile and run again. And this time if I give 5, it will show factorial of 5 is 120. If I run it again and let's give a different value 4, it shows factorial of 4 is 24. If I run this program again just to test it out, let's say if I give 3, this time the factorial of 3 is 6. So hopefully it makes sense to you.